In this video, we're going to talk about how to choose a broker for day trading. So I'm Tyler Stokes from StokesTrades.com. I'm on a journey to become a full-time day trader, and I'm sort of past phase one where I have reviewed some stock market basics and I'm ready to take action. And the first thing I need to do is choose a broker. So in this video, we're going to talk about things to consider, and then I am going to reveal the broker that I am going with. Now, if you're a pure beginner, you can download my 6-month blueprint, which outlines all the things that I'm doing in the first 6 months to become a full-time day trader. And you can find a link to that below this video. So let's get right into it. This is going to be our first action step. We need to choose a broker. Now, when I say broker, I sort of mean brokerage firm or day trading platform. They're all sort of interchangeable. You're not going to get a broker as like an individual. You're going to sign up with an online brokerage firm, and that firm and your account is what's going to connect you to the stock market and various other markets. Now, we're going to review a few brokers that are available. There are quite a few out there. Certainly, you don't want to get overwhelmed. I'm going to make a recommendation that I'm going with, and there are a few other ones, but try not to get overwhelmed. And what I've told myself as well is don't start thinking about all the other things that you might need, like charting software or a day trading journal or like a scanner or your computer setup and things like that. All that stuff is going to be fine. You're going to work it out. You're going to find a broker, and your broker is going to be compatible with all with charting software that you will need to become a successful day trader. So here we just want to focus on choosing a broker. All that other stuff comes later. So we certainly don't want to go overwhelmed, but I know that it can be a bit overwhelming to think, is this broker compatible with this software and all that kind of stuff. So certainly we don't want to get overwhelmed. Let's just find a broker. So again, your broker or your brokerage firm or your day trading platform, that's sort of like the middleman between you and the stock market. So your brokerage account that you're going to sign up for is really how you're going to access the markets. And these accounts became really popular, I think, in the late 90s, early 2000s, when the internet made it possible for you to buy and sell stocks from the comfort of your own home. It was sort of like a financial revolution where you didn't have to get a firm to buy and sell stocks for you. The rise of these online brokerages allowed you to do it from the comfort of your own home with a computer and an internet connection. So if you've never signed up for one of these, if you've never bought a stock through an account online, it's very easy. You basically just sign up for it, you fill out some online forms, and then you just transfer your money from your bank account into your brokerage firm, and you can buy stocks and options and things of that nature. And then, we're going to do a lot of paper trading, so you really might not even need to fund your account depending on what platform you go with. So there are some things to consider when choosing a broker. And one of the things that I'm focused on with this journey and my plan to become and learn how to be a full-time day trader is to first trade with a paper account. So I'm going to choose a broker that has the option of having a paper account with real-time data. That's something that's going to be really important for me, because that's where I'm going to trade and practice on without risking any real finances. That's the plan that I'm on. So I would recommend that for you as well. The other thing that you might want to avoid, or that you should avoid, is these mobile-only platforms like Robinhood. You will want a day trading platform that you can use with your laptop or your desktop, because that is going to be more of a robust trading system. You're going to want potentially 2 monitors. If you're serious about day trading, you'll want to do it on a laptop or a desktop. So these mobile-only platforms are certainly not something that I'm going to go with. You'll want to do a little bit of research for features depending on what market you might want to trade in. You'll want to make sure that your brokerage firm allows you to buy stocks and futures, or excuse me, buy stocks and options and futures if that is a market you are going to trade in. And then you want to consider fees as well. If you have it down to 2 options, one might be much cheaper. And as a day trader, you're probably going to do a lot of trades during the month. And if you sort of break even on your trading, but you have incurred quite a few fees, if one platform gives you fees that might only be $1 and the other one charges you $5 per trade, you can see that, doing 100 trades a month, you could, be spending quite a little bit of money. Whereas if you went with a different broker that had less fees, you'd be saving a little bit. So choosing a broker, it's important, and you probably will not want to switch once you get really comfortable with your platform and you've deposited money in the future perhaps. So you might want to do some good research in this field. And again, the most important thing for me is going to be having a paper trading account and then being able to access the markets that I want to access. So there are quite a few day trading platforms out there, so online brokerages. Some of the most popular ones are Interactive Brokers. There's also Thinkorswim from TD Ameritrade. There's TradeStation, Fidelity, E-Trade, Webull, which is really popular with some online affiliate marketers. And then if you're in Canada like I am, there's Questrade and Wealthsimple. And then there are a few other ones. Those are just some of the most popular ones. So for me, being that I'm in Canada, I am going to go with Interactive Broker. So after a bunch of research, Interactive Brokers just seems to come up as a top recommendation from so many sources, websites and blogs, but other traders on YouTube who are doing tutorials. And then if you look into Reddit, there's some good groups on Reddit, and Interactive Brokers keeps coming up. And as a Canadian, Interactive Brokers is something that is going to be a platform I can use. So I'm going to go with them. Now, I currently have a Questrade account, but I don't want to mix up my day trading with my long-term investing. And when I looked at the fees between Questrade, Wealthsimple, and Interactive Brokers just had way better fees, and more serious day traders use Interactive Brokers as opposed to those other options. So if you're in Canada, I think Interactive Brokers is going to be the best option for you. If you live in Europe, I think Interactive Brokers is also going to be a top recommendation. I've seen that many times through various threads that I've researched. Interactive Brokers seems to come up quite a bit. And then if you're in the US, many people in the US use Interactive Brokers as well. Although some research that I've done, Thinkorswim from TD Ameritrade seems to be recommended as well, especially in the real day trading group from Reddit, which we are sort of closely following. They have a great paper trading account, so that might be an option for you as well. But Fidelity and some of the other options work out well. So you might want to sort of do your own research if you want. I can confidently say, based on the research that I've done, that Interactive Brokers seems to be a really good platform and recommended by many traders. The one downfall with Interactive Brokers seems to be the platform is there's a kind of a high learning curve to using their software, and the desktop platform. It's a little bit difficult to learn and complicated. I'm not too worried about that. I'm confident that I'm going to handle that. If that's something that you really don't like the sound of, then maybe looking at Thinkorswim or some other platform, but I'm not too worried about that. So the final verdict there, I'm using Interactive Brokers, and moving forward, the tutorials and the demonstrations and any live trading that we do is going to be done with Interactive Brokers. So the next step that I'm going to take is I'm going to go to Interactive Brokers, and I'm going to open up an account, and I'm going to go through the application of doing that. So that's what we're going to do in the next video. If you found this useful, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be recording my whole journey of learning how to become a day trader. So I hope that you find this useful. In the show notes, you can find a link to my 6-month blueprint. You can find a link to the website and the podcast as well. And you could subscribe to the YouTube channel if you found this useful. I hope that you did. And I will see you in the next video, where we're going to set up an account. We're going to set up a paper trading account, and we're going to learn how to master the dashboard with Interactive Broker. So that is the plan for the next stage of this journey. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.